Thanks so much for being with us. And Steve, what an exciting offseason for you and your staff to have a recruiting class the likes of which the nation is envious of and one that Rutgers has never really had before.
Well, first, I'm excited about Jeremiah came back and J. Mike and Emmanuel, our 3 returning guys. But we added some talent, we added some size, we added some good looks in that freshman class. And, we're excited. There are people lined up to get tickets to Jersey Mike's, and it's going to be a fun year. We're going to try to really enjoy it, but these guys make my life easy.
How different does this year feel, Steve? Obviously, there's all the talk about the 4 new schools and the travel, which I think most coaches at this point are trying to downplay because everybody has to deal with it. But the conference schedule is different, and some of the venues will be first-time venues for a lot of players and coaches.
I said hard league got harder. I say the travel doesn't affect us as much. They're going to sleep for 3 hours on the flight or 4 hours, whatever it's going to be. They're definitely going to be sleeping, but it's an exciting league with great coaches and obviously talented players. And I'm just, I think this is going to be one of the greatest years in college basketball. I really do. And our league, certainly 18 teams, unbelievable venues, coaches. We've added Dana Altman. We've added Mick Cronin. We've added, unbelievable coaches and more fan bases to what was a great league anyways.
All right, well, let's introduce the players who you mentioned a little bit. Let's start with Jeremiah on the outside. Second stint now at Rutgers. Who is he as a player and as a person?
Chicago's finest. So
yeah, Simeon.
Yeah, we're home here for him. He's been an unbelievable leader. You know the impact he made on our team, our leading returning scorer. But he's our captain along with Zach Martini. We have 2 good captains with great leadership skills and very unselfish. And so looking for him to continue. Great season last year. He's going to have a greater one this year.
And as for Ace, obviously there was a lot of talk in the recruiting world about who he is and what kind of player he is. But you know him better than everybody else. So what kind of player and person is he?
First, high energy, great smile. He's from a great family, work ethic. He plays multiple positions. I mean, he can play 1 through 5. He's a playmaker. He's brought tremendous energy to our program, but he's also brought a work ethic too. And I think our guys are having fun playing with him.
Ace, what was it like for you to be a guy who was basically recruited by the world? Like, what's that process like when everybody's calling you and everybody's trying to sell you on what they have?
There was a lot going on. I mean, a bunch of late night phone calls, a bunch of talking to my parents, my mother. Just a bunch of calls, a bunch of pop-ups at school, pop-ups in the gym and practices, so it was a lot.
So why was the ultimate decision to join Coach Pikiell and Rutgers?
Just loyalty. That's what I'm big on, loyalty. I mean, they've been showing loyalty since the day they recruited me. I mean, consistent phone calls, consistent asked about my parents, consistent the whole staff coming to the games, just showing loyalty and love.
All right, Jeremiah, for you, back here with Coach Pikiell and the Scarlet Knights, well, I guess I say back here, back in Chicago, but when you're playing basketball, back on the banks, why?
I mean, just through the whole time, they supported me. Like Ace said, loyalty. Coach Pike is a very genuine person, and I found a home in Rutgers, and I think, the type of university the school is, I think it fits me as a person. So, I enjoy my time here, and I'm a Knight.
What's it like playing for Coach Pikiell?
It's fun. I mean, he's very energetic. If you see him on the sideline, he's getting the crowd going. He's always into things, and then he always tells us he's in the fire with us. So, he's one of those guys. He's there with us all the time.
There he is right there. There's some video to back that up.
very, very supportive, though. He's a fun guy to play for.
Coach, for you, how much energy do players like this give you? I mean, you've been doing this a long time. Not all that long, but a pretty long time.
No, players bring energy too. It's the same thing. Sometimes coaches have to bring that kind of energy, but these guys got a great spirit about them. Our entire team, our chemistry so far has been unbelievable. Dylan Harper is a talented point guard, and he passes the ball. Ace is a talented player. He passed the ball. Jeremiah, a talented player that passes the ball. So I'm excited about we got a blend of experience with youth and energy, and now we got to put it all together in the best league in the country. So it's challenging, but that's a fun part of what we do too.
I know Dylan was unable to be here today, but he's, like Ace, one of the top recruits in the country coming in this season. What's his skill set?
A lefty point guard, goes downhill, shoots it, from a terrific basketball family, obviously. You know, I'm just real proud. We got great assistant coaches. We recruit kids from great families. The university, we're top 15 academic public school in the country. It's a great time to be at Rutgers. And if you have season tickets this year, you're going to be very happy.
Well, you mentioned the word family there a couple of times, and obviously that was probably a huge part of Dylan's decision. But it seems like that's the culture that you and this staff have tried to create with your program, is to make it feel not just like a team, but to make it feel like a family.
Yeah, I mean, really, and my assistant coaches have stayed. These guys chose Rutgers, but it's really a great time to be in New Jersey, to be a part of our program. Our football team 4-0. Coach Shiano, got to give him a quick shout out.
I was going to ask. I'm glad you beat me to it.
Yeah, the other day sold out, and our football game was rocking, and he got to throw some balls up there to Red Panda too, like, you know, and that was an exciting time, man. And he got an assist there too. He threw good passes.
You guys had the chance to get to the stadium and watch some football games this year, huh? How's it been?
It's been fun. I mean, the atmosphere has been it's been crazy. I mean, it's been very, very loud from all the fans and everything.
Jeremiah, in terms of building chemistry on this roster, in today's day and age, when you have players coming in from the portal, you have young guys like Ace and Dylan coming in, what can you do as a guy who's kind of been there, done that, and seen a lot of different things to make sure that everybody's on the same page when you need to be?
Yes, sir. Throughout the summer, we had various activities that we've done as a team, and we try to spend as much time as we can off the court with each other, whether it's coming to my house watching any MMA matches that's going on, any football games that may be going on. We've been paintballing. We've done a lot of things, and just, you know, we just try to gel as a team and, you know, get to know each other as much as we can. We eat together as a team. So, you know, we spend a lot of time with each other, getting to know each other, not only on the court but off the court.
Ace, I'm curious, through your process, talking about feeling comfortable with other people and players that are going to be on your team, how much did you and Dylan kind of talk and exchange texts and discuss what was going on during the process?
I mean, every day, I mean, like, we just talk about we got to get our team together. We're going to have to bond on the team off the court, not just on the court. I mean, what Jeremiah said, pick up what he said, paintballing, coming to my spot, even playing on the game, NCAA, just spending time with my teammates.
Coach, I'm curious as to what it felt like for you and your staff inside the basketball offices or wherever you were when you got official word that both these guys were going to be Scarlet Knights.
Well, I
both the young guys.
Ace said yes first, and Lathan Somerville came, and you know, Dylan came, and Bryce, you know, and we're really lucky. Dylan Grant too, out of Toronto. So we got 5 guys. They're great kids. They're from, again, great families. It was a happy time. It really was. But now we got to get to work, you know, because we have goals and they have goals that are different than that. And I think we got an opportunity to do some special things this year. And we're looking forward to the challenges that this league brings. And I know they'll hit it with some energy. They'll do it together. You got to get Chicago's toughness to go with some Tennessee toughness. And you know, and then we got some Jersey guys too. Jordan, we got the Player of the Year in Northeast Conference. I mean, good player. PJ Hayes can really shoot the ball. Tyson Acuff, who's one of the 7th leading scorer in the country out of Eastern Michigan. We got more pieces. And J. Mike, you know, in the backcourt, came back. He's more improved. Emmanuel, the big fella, can hit people and do some fantastic things too. So. You know, the guys that surround these guys, it's going to take everybody. It's going to take everyone working hard, playing together to make this a special year. And I think we got the crew that can do it.
So with all those qualities, what do you think the collective strength then of your team will be? In what area do you have to be better than everybody else to win as many games as you think this team's capable of winning?
Well, I really think we did a good job of adding some shooters to our program and free throw shooters too. We haven't been a great free throw shooting team. But these guys know I preach defense. This guy could be an all-time great defender. Jeremiah's proven and multi-position defenders, too. We got to get that up to speed. I think they got some gifts offensively. But we want to, you know, make sure that we win basketball games because the way we defend and rebound. And I think we have a chance to be very good at that.
I'd love to get both of the players' takes on this. Jeremiah, I'll start with you. Coach Pikiell starts talking about defense, but you have to have a certain mentality if defense is going to be the first thing you worry about, the first thing that you practice, what you practice the most. So what does it take inside your team, and what kind of mindset do you have to get through those kind of defensive practices and be the defensive team you want to be?
Yeah, I think it's an every play mindset for us. We have some defensive principles that we stick to. Our length is our strength, and I think if we just come in and we show up every day and we continue to just compete and stick to those principles that we have, I think our defense will show up and travel. I mean, Rutgers defense travels, and we're working up to speed, and we're going to be that great defensive team this year.
Ace, what are your thoughts on defense?
I mean, competitive. What Jay Will was saying, just compete, come in there with the mindset of just playing great defense and just communicate with our teammates.
All right, Steve, what sort of expectations do you set before each year? They probably change in the way that you approach based on the roster that you have, the age, the youth versus veteran leadership, and how do you measure whether you've gotten there at various points throughout the season?
You know, our expectations have always been high since I took the job. Obviously, we play in a league that competes for NCAA bids and national championships, so we're no different. I think we have the pieces with the veteran guys and the good leadership to go with the energy and talent of the young freshmen. But our goals stay the same. We want to win every game at Jersey Mike's. That's been a goal of ours, and we have a program that I think could do that. And then now we want to go on the road and play some of these big games that we're playing in the non-conference and conference games at Madison Square Garden and win basketball games. And as I've always said from day one, we want to graduate every player, and we've done that, and I'm real proud of that. And these guys are going to get a great education from Rutgers. We're going to play basketball at the highest level against some of the greatest programs, so it's all good. It's all good, and I'm in year 9, blessed.
I know you are. Trust me. These guys enjoying watching some of those highlights from inside Jersey Mike's. Fellas, we'll finish here. It has become one of the toughest places to play. I would say not just in the Big Ten. When your teams are good, it's one of the toughest places to play maybe in the country. How excited are you, Jeremiah? I'll start with you, and then Ace, you finish us off for the first home game of the season in Piscataway.
Oh, I'm excited. I mean, last year I wasn't even able to play the full season. This year I get to play from start to finish, and then I just know the energy is going to be like none other. I mean, as everyone knows, highly anticipated year, and I'm just excited and ready to see how it turns out.
What about you, Ace? Because it'll be your very first go-round inside that building.
Just very excited. I mean, I already heard the noise now walking to class every day. Everybody telling me, man, I can't. When's the first game? When's the first home game? So I know it's going to be loud. It's going to be fun.
He's hearing the noise. We're still about a month away from the opener. December 7th in the Big Ten is on the road, but the first Big Ten home game will be on December 10th against Penn State, one of Rutgers' two-play opponents this coming season. Guys, we really appreciate you spending some time with us, Jeremiah. Steve, as always, great to catch up. The Rutgers Scarlet Knights